Hello again, this is Dr. Terry Silkman. This is the second in a series of videos that Chris and I have produced to illustrate the 9 different ways that the Activate 8 compensation plan benefits us as RX representatives. The video that we're going to talk about today is matching bonus. Matching bonus is a huge magnification mechanism that RX provides for us. It's part of the patented procedures of the compensation plan that we mentioned in the first video. It has enormous potential to grow your business and to reward you. And so again, if we focus on matching bonus, you can see in this slide that it basically pays 7 generations downwards. And what that means is if you enroll a person, the person you directly enroll is a first-generation person to you. If that person then enrolls somebody else that's independent of you, then that's a person that's of second generation to you. And so if we go down the slides, ultimately that'll become apparent in just a moment. But just to refresh your memory, the way the compensation plan works is points have to be generated. Points are generated by the sales of products. We hope that was clear from the first video. And if there's any questions about that, we would refer you back to that video. So, how does that work in the compensation plan? Well, again, if you look at the multi-line compensation plan, the reason this slide is here is because it's a good slide to illustrate the generational concept. So in the brown dot above, if that's you, and you come directly down the first line, all of those people that go in both directions from the first line would be your first generation. Those would be people that you originally contacted that were not in the RX business, that you enrolled in the RX business, so they had to buy an enrollment pack, and then they ultimately, if they want to get paid base commissions, they have to maintain the eligibility that we mentioned in the first video of consuming 75 points value of product per month, just like you have to. If they do not, there are provisions in the plan that essentially will make it where you still get rewarded, you don't lose things, but again, I'll get to that in just a moment. So getting back to this slide, the first line would be your first generation. That's people that you directly enroll into the business. Then each one of those people that enrolls someone would be a second generation to you. The second generation that is enrolled by the people that you enrolled, if they enroll someone, that becomes a third generation to you. So now you're down to the third line. The fourth generation is someone that your third generation enrolled personally. The fifth generation is someone that your fourth generation enrolled personally. You get the concept. You go down 7 generations and you get paid matching bonus on 7 generations. So how do you get paid matching bonus? Well, if you remember from the first video, to get base commissions, you had to maintain some eligibility requirements. First, you had to join the business and purchase a business pack. That's the same with matching bonus. You can't get paid from the business unless you're part of the business. The second is that you have to maintain a 75-point consumption of product or sales of product per month to maintain eligibility for base commissions. That same requirement exists for being eligible for matching bonus. There is a third criteria for matching bonus, and that is that you have to achieve a business status, either gold or silver status. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to presume you're a go-getter and you're outbuilding your business and you've achieved gold status. The definition of gold status is that in the first 8 weeks that you are in the RX business, you enroll 4 more people. What does enrollment mean? That means you sold them a business pack and enrolled them in the business. So theoretically, they are doing or waiting to learn from you how to do the same things that you are doing. That is gold status. So if you maintain gold status, essentially what you're doing is you've managed to achieve the third in the requirements for matching bonus. So what is matching bonus? Well, we mentioned in the first video that base commissions is essentially, if you think at it in simplistic terms, base commission is your reward for getting products sold in your business. So for every dollar of product that's sold in your network business, you get paid 15%. Matching bonus can be considered as your reward for developing a good sales network that, independent of you, goes out and develops their own business and gets products sold. And if they do that and you've maintained gold or silver status, what you do is you don't just earn base commissions on the total amount of products sold, you earn matching bonus. Matching bonus is not paid on the products that are sold, it's paid on the income that was generated in all of the other generations in your business line. So what that means, by illustration purpose, is if you take a look at the first generation in this slide, it says in small print that it was unlocked by gold status. That's the third of the eligibility requirements. If gold status is achieved, then you get 15% not of the volume of products that are sold, but you get 15% of what your first generation earned in income. So for illustration purposes, what that means is if your first generation sold $10,000 worth of product in a week's period of time, they would earn in base commissions 15% of that $10,000. Essentially, what they would have earned is $1,500 worth of base commissions. You would earn the same 15% in base commissions, but based on eligibility for matching bonus, you would also earn 15% of the $1,500 that they were paid for the efforts that they produced in generating product. So essentially, you get paid twice. You get paid on the sales volume, 15% on the sales volume, then on the amount of income that your first generation earns, you get 15% of that. So for illustration purposes, again, if your first generation sold $10,000 of product, generated $1,500 worth of income, you would get paid 15% of that $1,500 worth of income. And if my mental computer works right, that would be $225. On your second generation, you would earn 10% of the commissions that they had earned. So essentially, if they earned the same $1,500, you would earn 15% of that $1,500, or $150. You would earn 5% on your third generation. So if they earned $1,500, you would earn $75 on the commissions that they had earned, another $75 on the fourth generation, another $75 on the fifth generation, again presuming they all sold $10,000 worth of product and earned $1,500 worth of commission. And that goes down 7 generations. So you can see how matching bonus is a huge leverage modifier and multiplier to your ability to earn compensation and to be rewarded for your efforts in developing your team. We hope this is good, valuable content to you. We hope that matching bonus can become clear in your mind now and is not confused with base commissions. One last thing we have not covered is dynamic compression that is mentioned on this slide. So if you have somebody, for example, that leaves in your 5th generation or that goes on vacation and becomes inactive, essentially what dynamic compression does is it acts as if they didn't even exist. It moves the 6th generation up into the 5th generation. It would move somebody that was down here in your 8th generation up to your 7th generation. So if you build a good, valuable dynamic network, even if you have people who leave the business, who become less active, by dynamic compression, you essentially get paid the maximum amount of matching bonus that you can be paid. Same as can be said for the auto balancing on the base commission side. What ARIIX does is it auto-calculates for you the best way and the most efficient way that you can make money in this business. And dynamic compression is to matching bonus as to what auto-balancing is to base commissions. So again, hopefully that gets both of those concepts straight in your mind. Hopefully this is good, valuable content. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.